So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. Commanding the offense will be the 7th overall pick of the 2018 draft. It's Josh Allen.
And in this league,
Singletary to get the drive started. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. And Porter, his opening carry of the game, I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
you're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercising before this one, and they're paying off.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Allen. A short throw caught by Andrews. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Allen to throw once more. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Micah Parsons able to record his 5th sack of the season. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Allen now looks to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Throwing now is Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Grupe to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. A good gain of 12 yards that time. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting the tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. A second down throw from Levis. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Brian Burns providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. So now make that a 2nd sack for them on this drive.
And Brandon, we hear it every week when we go out to do a game. Everyone talks about playing complementary football. Their offense goes down and scores. They see that, and they want to back them up, and that they did, getting 2 sacks on this first drive.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And he fields it cleanly. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. The numbers for him from a week ago: 16 carries, 72 yards.
How about we shine a little spotlight on the offensive line? Those big guys up front are creating nice space, nice gaps for them to run through. I think he's going to go for over 100 yards in this game.
Allen going to throw. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now, this is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Roger's numbers would be larger, but remember, he had a commitment to the Navy. But graduate the Naval Academy, back then you had to serve your 5-year hitch before you could go on and join the NFL.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Allen. A short little throw taken in by Reed, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Panthers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trade in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
To the air, Allen. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Nick Muse, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Grupe able to add the PAT, and it's now 14-0. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and Carolina scores to cap it off. And just shutting him off there. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Now Levis. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Samson Abuka able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
what's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Now here's Levis now on 3rd and long. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeout. 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on the punt. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 48-yard line.
Allen. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun, it's Allen. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now Brown. This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Levis now on 1st and 10. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Levis now on 2nd down. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Levis on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now Levis. He finds his man complete. It's Romero. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll throw it again with Levis. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And in the second quarter, it's the Bears who are out in front. Tyler Lockett, a touchdown reception. We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to the Motor City to check on the Lions at home in Detroit. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Derrick Henry, a touchdown run in the victory. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. A touchdown run for Najee Harris. We were treated to a solid first half of football by the great quarterback, Josh Allen. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
2nd and 10. Here's Levis. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Levis. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary, and he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Now 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Allen to throw it. His throw incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back out comes San Antonio. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
24-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Levis looking to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete. He has still not connected on a single pass in the second half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores, bottom line. Got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown! Xavier Hutchinson, 76 yards. And the Mounties have got it back to within a score. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. On 1st down, Allen. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. A give up the middle to Singletary. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Back out comes San Antonio. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they're both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Back to the air on second down. Levis, he'll get this out wide here to Elliott. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Carolina getting set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
The first down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Now 2nd and 9. Allen now looks to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And this is going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. With it is Brown. There's a nice move. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. And he rifles one incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Back to throw, it's Levis. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Throwing now is Allen. He short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Back out comes San Antonio. And they'll take over here following the interception with a chance to tie the ball game. It's 1st and 10. On first down, Levis. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Levis to throw it. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. 3rd and 19. Levis back to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. But collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Back out comes San Antonio. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit Now this series could very well determine our outcome. 1st and 10. Here's Levis. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Levis. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now Levis. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Mounties are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. Here's Allen. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. Get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
At the 48-yard line.
Allen to throw once more. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. From midfield, here's Allen. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Off the play fake, Levis. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Levis sets up to throw here. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Levis on 3rd down. And incomplete. So he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at him from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Allen. In trouble, and he's taken down. Micah Parsons getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, here's Levis. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen following a fumble recovery. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Now Allen. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their #1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't. Here's Allen. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he is going to have the Panthers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense. Allen right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. To throw is Allen. On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And he'll be well short of a first down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. And his kick is right there. It's good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by a field goal, 1:14 to go. Now they need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Levis to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball.
We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done. A narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting. But in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for Carolina, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for San Antonio, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we've got Bobby Okereke, who had a strong showing last week with an 8-tackle.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
On first down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 17 carries, 85 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Chubb on first down, no room to roam as he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw now. Young. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. When you look at this defense, they've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top-5 passing offense in this one.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Well, I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone to the receiver?
And he's knocked to the turf right there at the 46-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 7. Levis. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Levis. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up, and kind of, we do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
That throw by Young incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got it, and he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Micah Parsons make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
They'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Young will set to throw. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich.
It's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Same connection. Dulcich once again. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
But it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is taken at the 15. Able to push his way through. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Levis back to throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Now Levis. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game. It's certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. A 1st down throw for Young. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. But you look at this defense. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Young on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a 1st.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. Takes it to about the 37.
He hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. A young throw here, hauled in by Cup. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Young now from the 50. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Back out comes San Antonio. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. They'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 3rd and 2. Levis to throw it. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
How about the show put out by these two defenses in this first half? The fireworks don't have to be just offensively. Neither one of them given an inch. And that's good coverage once again there to force another 4th down.
Here's Hardman to return. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. The ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
To throw on 2nd down is Young. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. They go up the middle with Chubb. There on the stop with Leo Chanel.
There's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Tyler Newsome now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Back out comes San Antonio. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Well, he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Out of the gun, it's Young. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards.
One of the first big plays we've seen in this football game. And could that be the play that gets this game jump-started? It's taken a while as both teams have tried to settle in. Maybe now the pace will accelerate.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Young to throw it. That throw right side here going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Going out wide, finds Chubb. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And this one is right down the middle. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll begin out in the Windy City of Chicago. And that game is tied 10-all in the second quarter. Next, we head off to check out another game. and they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. 21-7, the final score. Lastly, we're off to the Rocky Mountains, Denver, Colorado. See what's happening with the Broncos. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Deshaun Watson has thrown a touchdown pass. If you missed the first half, there's not much to get you caught up on. Just the lone field goal accounting for the entirety of the scoring. A 3-0 game to this point, as both defenses have been strong so far.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. With that last carry, he's now over 8,000 career rushing yards.
All right, big applause. Lots of clapping for this one, right? Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis, and now he's starting to approach another Hall of Famer in Larry Zonka.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Levis sets up to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw, it's Levis. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, third down. Levis looking to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They were losers a week ago to the Bears, but they lead things here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Following the interception, Young. That's taken in by Dulcich. So he stopped for no gain, and that'll bring up second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Looking to throw, Young. Incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Third down, Young from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
Well, that's the kind of play that was lacking all the way through the first half. Maybe this can give them a little bit of a spark because they're not out of this game by any stretch.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Levis from the gun. Over the middle, complete. That's Romero. First target, first catch, and a first down.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, San Antonio.
Levis. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Back to the air on 2nd down. Levis. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Levis on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. They'll throw it again with Levis. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down very close to the spot he needed. And it's going to wind up being enough. Maybe by less than a football, but a conversion nonetheless on 4th and 3. 1st and 10. Here's Levis. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Levis. He finds his man, complete. It's Romero. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Now Levis. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Here's Levis. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's pumped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taken at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. And out now come the Seahawks. And, Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these two defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
First and 10.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a tight, low-scoring affair thus far. 3-3 is our score heading into the 4th. Second down, Young. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Nash. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The Seahawks on third down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 4. Young working out of the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's out of bounds and will take this one up to the 35. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Taking it about the 16. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. On first down, Levis. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
Levis back to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL. But if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
First down, San Antonio.
Play action now. Levis. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped the pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to it? Maybe his rhythm was just off. He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Here is 3rd and 5. Levis to throw once more. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
He's just not at his focus in this game. It's not 1 drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks take back over. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Seems pretty obvious defensively the key was stopping the run game. How'd they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A yard, all they need, but it's 3rd down. Young off the play fake. And he is caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shot the D and rip off a pretty big play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And he'll find Moreau here. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. They give the Chubb out of the gun, and there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. Out of the gun, it's Young. The throw out wide will be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And that is no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win. And in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So for the Seahawks, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for San Antonio, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.